Alrighty, everybody, welcome back to another video. Today is more SCPs. Like, I know people are like, aren't you tired of this SCP stuff? No, not really. Anyway, going back to the Volgun here for SCP-2662, which I've been wanting to watch for a good bit before I found a couple other things. But yeah, Cthulhu, it's Cthulhu and then like redacted up here. The object class Keter, and it's a cognito hazard, so yeah, this should be interesting. Let's check it out.
Good morning, everyone.
Hello, Dr. Miller. It's been a minute.
Researcher Miller.
Oh, it's Researcher Miller.
Okay,
sorry.
Today is SCP-2662. Object class Keter.
I love me the Keters.
Special containment procedures. Containment of SCP-2662 is primarily focused on preventing unauthorized entry to its containment unit.
I'm sorry, what?
For this purpose, on-site Task Force Tau 9 belligerent bodyguards has been organized to guard SCP-2662's containment unit and keep track of new religious followings focusing on the worship of SCP-2662.
Okay, they are saying it is called Cthulhu, I guess. So that makes sense. I thought it was I thought it was just pulling people in, trying to make them come in to, get him or get to him at least. That could still be the thing, but...
Task Force Tau 9 is, and the following is stricken from the document.
Oh.
To use non-lethal methods when dealing with an attempt of authorized entry. Authorized to use lethal force if necessary. All members of Task Force Tau 9 are to be tested biannually for cognito-hazardous influence.
So maybe it is influencing their minds.
As containment of SCP-2662 is completely voluntary, it is currently contained in an enlarged humanoid containment unit with standard safety measures for low-risk humanoids as detailed in Document 0998-KA.
Is he staying in containment for himself? Like, keep these crazy motherfuckers away from me kind of thing? Because that would be funny as hell.
Additionally, SCP-2662 is allowed one copy of a daily newspaper of its choice.
Oh, that's nice.
A computer, and requested computer games totaling no more than $50 every month.
He's only getting indie games then, because there ain't no AAA game out there that costs only $50 a month. Not anymore, anyway.
Description: SCP-2662 is a cognito-hazardous entity approximately 4 meters in height and 200 kilograms in weight.
Oh, and he's heavy.
SCP-2662
he's a big boy.
To be in a vaguely humanoid shape,
with
approximately 20 additional muscular hydrostats in similar structure to cephalopod limbs attached to its back.
So tentacles.
These limbs are fully functional and allow SCP-2662 to perform up to 10 different tasks at once.
Yo, this boy gonna be a champion in fighting games. Give him one of those fight stick things and he will beat anybody's ass probably. Like goddamn, also in Mario Party.
SCP-2662's primary anomalous effect only occurs after long-term repeated exposure.
Really?
Usually being in the same room as or interacting daily with SCP-2662. Subjects exposed to SCP-2662 for a period of 6 months or longer are at risk of becoming acutely aware of SCP-2662's wants or needs and are compelled to fulfill them.
Oh, so he's not doing this on purpose?
From quasi-psychotic episodes when under stress. SCP-2662 is unable to affect humans that have a 2 or higher MARS, Mind Affecting Resistance Scale, score.
Oh, okay.
SCP-2662's secondary anomalous effect is the spontaneous generation of religious followings at an approximate rate of at least once a month. This generation is involuntary and causes SCP-2662
so I might be right. He might be in here on his own.
Generated by SCP-2662
keep these guys away from me, right?
Focus on attempting to break into its containment unit in order to perform various rituals that are violent and or sexual in nature.
So violent against him, or violent as in like sacrificing each other for him? And the sexual one,
groups tend to be highly
okay
organized
with.
And appear to adapt to each failed attempt, despite there being generally no contact between different generated religious followings. The following is an incomplete log of incidents relating to SCP-2662. A full list can be found in Document 2662
And I'm assuming none of these incidents are, well, caused by him, but not voluntarily anyway. I'm assuming it's all going to be religious fanatics trying to break in. I'm assuming.
Incident 2662-7. On 2003,
Oh, dude, that was
a
big, huh?
religious group known as Towards Him successfully broke into SCP-2662's containment. 2250. SCP-2662 is seen taking a shower in preparation for sleep.
Oh,
There
sucks
is
for
a loud
him.
noise as previously undiscovered explosives are detonated underneath the center of SCP-2662's containment unit.
Hopefully that's not near the shower he's in.
2251. 5 injured civilians climb out of the hole left by the detonation. SCP-2662 leaves the shower to investigate the noise.
I hope he got a towel.
2252. Agents and notify Task Force Tau 9 of a breach into containment. They attempt to suppress the initial 5 civilians unsuccessfully as 5 more arrive with weapons.
Oh, that sucks. Hopefully they got body armor.
2256. After a brief struggle, Agent and are pinned down and tied with rope by the civilians. The injured civilians approach SCP-2662. The uninjured civilians stab their hands with knives, masturbate, and then draw unknown symbols on the walls with a mixture of sexual fluids and blood.
Fucking why, though?
2258. SCP-2662 says, "Aw man, come on. That's really not sanitary or necessary." SCP-2662 appears to gag upon witnessing the symbols.
Yeah, I would be gagging kind of before that, after they start, masturbating with their bleeding hands, and can't he like use his tentacles to grab him and just like throw him back in the hole or something?
The injured civilians successfully corner SCP-2662 in the shower stall.
Oh, jeez.
2259. The injured civilians are seen squeezing blood out of their wounds and rubbing it onto SCP-2662 while singing. SCP-2662 says, "Jesus Christ, stop, please. I just took a shower."
Just turn the water back on, man. Just turn it on.
2300.
Now, I wonder if this is because... Now, is there something bigger than this that's going to happen? Like, is this... Because I want to know if they're doing this to hopefully please him as Cthulhu, or is this just going to be the trigger for something much bigger? Is he like Hellboy, where he's the key for something much bigger to happen? Like, wasn't Hellboy like his rock hand was the key to like open the gates of hell or something like that? Don't get angry if I'm wrong. I only saw the movies. I never read the comics, so I don't know. But is it something like that? Maybe doing this isn't for 2662 himself, but to unlock something more far above that. Who knows?
Task Force Tau 9 arrived to SCP-2662's containment unit. Task Force Tau 9 managed to suppress all civilians successfully and proceed to move SCP-2662 to a temporary unit until repairs can be completed.
Hopefully one with a shower, because he needs one now. Again.
Incident 2662.
God, could you imagine somebody just cutting their hands and masturbating, writing symbols on your wall, and then rubbing you down with that nasty hand with blood and possibly leftover, fluids all upon your body? Dude, you wouldn't be able to scrub enough, and hot water wouldn't be able to get hot enough for you to feel clean ever again, I don't think.
13. On 2005, a religious group known as the Betrothed successfully broke into SCP-2662's containment. 822. SCP-2662 is seen eating breakfast and reading a newspaper.
Oh god, that sucks for this man. It feels so bad.
Security officers stationed at SCP-2662's containment unit enter with a researcher. The researcher can be seen carrying a piglet.
Oh god. Is the researcher affected, or is he just disguised as a researcher?
825. SCP-2662 says, "Can I help you?" 826. Researcher says, "Oh, our Lord.
Now they know the
Please
name,
accept
so...
this innocent suckling swine." Freshly orphaned from slaughter of both mother and father, may its soul of loss fuel you. Researcher proceeds to castrate the piglet in front of SCP-2662 and
Ugh,
place the testes on SCP-2662's food.
that's not. Oh, on his.
Eight.
On his food. Oh god, I hope he got more than a couple bites in, cause goddamn.
28. SCP-2662 says, no thanks. I'm full. Go home. Your, Lord is pleased with the offering. Task Force Tau 9 is notified of a breach into containment.
Yeah, and it's a research
29.
apparently,
SCP-2662
and the
attempts
guards,
to read its newspaper.
or
Researcher
some kind of
slits
guards.
the pig's neck and throws it onto the table.
Why?
Blood splatters the newspaper. 8:30. SCP-2662 says, What? Look, can you go read a Bible or something? You really, really need it. SCP-2662 puts the newspaper down. The accompanying security officers execute researcher by a gunshot to the head.
Well,
Then
okay.
they begin consuming her.
Oh,
8:32. SCP-2662 leaves the scene to vomit in a toilet.
I'm shocked he got to the toilet. I would have vomited right there and then, when they started eating her apparently, and not in the good way.
8:34. Task Force Tau 9 arrived to move SCP-2662 to a temporary containment unit and detain the guards.
I'll be asking for like a containment unit, kind of like SCP. What was it? 100? Was it 100 and something? The old, the old man that can like warp through walls, where they have to have his like fucking containment unit floating in the fucking air. I want one of those. I would demand for one of those. Because goddamn, there's too many people breaking into my cell that I don't want them there.
After further investigation, all involved personnel were civilians posing as personnel.
Okay,
It is
so there were
unknown
civilians.
as to the whereabouts of the actual researcher and security officers.
Probably buried 6 feet somewhere.
Incident
Maybe.
2662
Or they ate them. Because they are fucking crazy.
78. On the 2014, an unnamed religious group consisting of D-Class personnel and 2 members of Task Force Tau 9
Oh.
successfully broke into
Is it actually Task Force Tau 9 members, or is it civilians disguised as them again?
SCP-2662's
them again.
containment. SCP-2662 was redesignated as Keter upon further review of Incident 2662-78. 407. SCP-2662 can be seen sleeping in its bed. 410. The entirety of Task Force Tau 9 is
AM?
called for an
Jeez.
off-site mission. Against orders, Task Force Tau 9 chooses to leave 4 of its members behind to keep watch on SCP-2662. 415. 2 of the remaining members tackle and lock the other 2 in an unused containment unit. 420. A cargo truck arrives on site where SCP-2662 is being kept. 425. The 2 remaining members unload the cargo of D-Class personnel. They lead the D-Class personnel to Task Force Tau 9's armory.
How'd that cargo truck even get close to this site in the first place? Shouldn't there be like so many security checks for this? Mm, I don't know. I feel like there should have been some security checks that they went through and then, got flagged by, unless they instantly killed whoever and everyone that was checking, which I feel like wouldn't be possible, but then again, no.
430. The D-Class and remaining members arm themselves from the armory and break into SCP-2662's containment unit. 431. SCP-2662 is roused. Several D-Class personnel guard the exit to the containment unit, as well as the corresponding hallway. SCP-2662 says, what? Are we moving? I'm not scheduled until next week. 435.
I even knows his moving schedule.
Agent and the 2 remaining available members of Task Force Tau 9 begin undressing the D-Class personnel that are not guarding. 436.
Okay.
SCP-2662 attempts to alert Task Force Tau 9 to no response. 437. Agent
He's got a
begin
panic button
carving
that doesn't work,
symbols
so that's
into the
cool.
buttocks and thighs of the undressed D-Class personnel.
Why?
The D-Class personnel begin to engage in group sex after being carved.
Fucking why?
439. SCP-2662 says, "What the fuck?
I'm with him. Yeah, what the fuck?
Seriously? Now? Look, seriously, can you go find another god? I hear Buddhism is all the rage." D-Class 99304 attempts to pull SCP-2662 into the group. SCP-2662 responds by saying, "The fuck? Stop! Seriously! Lord commands you and all that stuff to cut this shit out." 440. All D-Class personnel currently engaged in sex cease their movements. They all turn to stare at SCP-2662.
Oh, that's creepy as fuck.
Task Force Tau 9 arrive at the off-site meeting point only to be told no such mission exists. Task Force Tau 9 begin moving back to site. 441. SCP-2662 says, "Oh, thank God. I can control you guys now. Kinda. Maturity's happening right on time. Good to know. Okay.
Maturity's How old is this person? That's what I want to know. How?
Tell me
Oh,
what the
boy.
fuck is going on here." 442. Agent says, "After the blood birthing ritual, we are going to take you to your sacred chambers where we, our families, and our lineage will remain in service for you for all eternity. The people here cage you. With us, you may go where you please." 445. SCP-2662 responds by saying, "You must be kidding. I can leave whenever I want. I just have to ask. Besides, the D-Class personnel begin to continue engaging in group sex."
Oh, God.
SCP-2662 says, "Seriously, stop. You're all fucking disgusting. I'm not even ready to settle down with a cult yet. I'm only like 200 years old.
Oh.
I'm barely legal."
Oh, there's that answer. 200 years old.
446. Agent says, "Do you really think the Foundation will let you go if you ask? Well, you can certainly ask. You'll be sorely disappointed, my lord." 448. SCP-662 says, "Yeah, well, if it turns out to be the case, I can just wait until I'm strong enough to break out. In the meantime, I'm going to sit in the bathroom and wait. The rest of you can do your stupid blood orgy."
Hopefully the door has a lock.
SCP-2662 moves to the shower stall and turns on the water. It sits in the shower stall for the remainder of the incident.
Is the water just to kind of to block the sound?
Okay, that about does it for today. Thank you all very much for listening, and you are all dismissed. Goodbye.
Okay. Oh, there's barely anybody on here. This must be an older video. I didn't check when this was
I would like to give a
uploaded.
special thank you to Andre Bichert, Desmond Haskins, and Gatsaberry. Thank you all very much for your support. It's greatly appreciated. If you would like a special thank you at the end of each of my videos, and some other cool stuff as well, go to patreon.com/TheVolgun. Thank you.
I wonder if some of these people are still subbed to his Patreon, even though he hasn't uploaded in a year. I mean, there is still a chance he comes back, hopefully. But yeah, no, okay, I thought this was just the person that kind of had like become to look like Cthulhu, and had those weird, anomalous abilities that he, I guess, is not really controlling, but is just like emitting out of him. But no, I guess it's actually Cthulhu, because he's only 200 years old, which is apparently barely legal. Which is fucking weird. Okay. Or did he say that? Yeah, I'm only like 200 years old. I'm barely legal. Oh, so he's essentially like 18 in human years, I'm guessing. I'm not ready to settle down with the cult yet. So apparently, yeah. I mean, I guess he is kind of like an ancient god or god to be. But right now he just kind of just wants to live a normal life for now, I guess. I mean, geez. People breaking in when he's taking a shower, eating breakfast, sleeping. Oh, that'd be the worst one. Woken up at 4 a.m. and just to be forced to watch people carve symbols into other people's asses and have them just start fucking each other. Yeah, no. No, that's like the second worst one. The first worst one was the first one where they started rubbing blood on his ass. That's terrible. You know what would be funny though? Like after all the years of him just living here, like he just gets used to it. It's like, you know what? I don't think I want the cult at all. I think I'm good here. Roof over my head, 3 meals a day, newspapers every morning, and a computer with games on it. And he's like, yeah, I think I'm good. And he just stays there and never gets a cult. But then these people keep coming. I mean, I would. Shit. What's the perks of having a cult? Especially one crazy like this where they're carving each other up and fucking each other. And eating each other. I forgot about that one. They started eating that one lady. So yeah, no. I'm good on the whole cult stuff. No. 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 But yeah, no. Would you guys want a cult following you? 'Cause I wouldn't. But yeah. Anyway, that's about it for this one. So it actually is Cthulhu, I guess. I don't know why it's redacted after Cthulhu though. That's curious. I don't know if there's an answer for that. Probably not. But yeah. Till next time, y'all. Thanks for watching with me, and goodbye.